All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We are going to deconstruct, piece by piece, a local plumber's website to see what it can teach us about the huge, hidden network of pipes running through your own home.
Yeah, I know, it sounds pretty random. A plumber in Seguin, Texas. But trust me, this one small corner of the internet is the perfect case study for the secret battles being fought inside our walls and under our floors every single day.
So come on, let's start digging. I think you're going to be surprised by what we find.
Okay, first things first, we got to wrap our heads around this hidden world right beneath our feet. And to do that, you have to stop thinking about plumbing as just a bunch of pipes. It's so much more than that. Think about it like this. It's your home's circulatory system. Seriously, it's this invisible web that brings in the good stuff, clean water, and gets rid of all the bad stuff. And just like with our own bodies, when that system fails, oh man, it can be an absolute catastrophe. And that's what brings us right back to our case study, Seguin, Texas. You see, this town is basically a perfect storm of challenges that puts that hidden plumbing network under just incredible constant stress.
The plumbing there is fighting a war on three fronts. First up, you've got this expansive clay soil that literally moves and cracks foundations. Then there's the hard water, which just eats away at everything it touches. And finally, the big one, old, aging infrastructure. We're talking pipes from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and they're all just about ready to give up.
All of those things create the perfect recipe for a very specific kind of nightmare. It's called a slab leak. Basically, it's when a water pipe inside your concrete foundation breaks. It is the textbook definition of a hidden, silent, and unbelievably destructive problem. And here's how it happens. It's like a domino effect. The clay soil shifts, right? That puts pressure on the concrete slab, which cracks. And that crack snaps the pipe buried inside. It's this slow-motion disaster that starts deep under your house where you can't see a thing. But it's not just one problem. All those stressors create a whole menu of potential disasters. So let's pull back the curtain and see what happens when this hidden world really starts to crumble. Now, if you live in a house that was built anytime from, say, the 1950s to the 1980s, you're going to want to listen up. A lot of these homes were built with something called galvanized steel pipes. Seemed like a great idea back then, but it turns out they have a major, fatal flaw. So what gives? What's the big deal with these pipes? Why are they basically a ticking time bomb hiding in the walls of so many older homes? Here's the problem. They rot from the inside out. You can't even see it happening. Over the decades, the inside of the pipe just gets narrower and narrower, choking your water pressure down to a sad little trickle. And even worse, all that corrosion can start leaching rust right into your water. So if you look at the most common disasters in a place like this, it's a real greatest hits of plumbing failures. You've got those slab leaks we talked about. You've got drain clogs from tree roots that just won't quit. Water heaters failing because of that hard water. And, of course, the granddaddy of them all, those old corroding pipes. Okay, now look at this number. $400. Might not sound like a huge amount of money, but when it comes to your plumbing, that number is a giant, flashing red warning sign. Because when your water bill suddenly jumps to $400 for no reason, that's the classic sign that you have a serious hidden leak somewhere, probably a slab leak. I mean, just to put it in perspective, a single running toilet can waste 200 gallons of water a day. Imagine what a busted pipe under your house is doing.
All right, enough with the doom and gloom. We've seen all the ways things can go wrong. So how does a real pro actually figure out and fix these super complicated, hidden problems? Let's take a look at the playbook they use.
A good plumber doesn't just show up and start banging on pipes. There is a process. It's not chaos. It starts with the call and getting someone out to you. Then comes the most important part, the diagnosis, and getting you're okay. And only then do they start the repair and finally verify that it's fixed. And this quote from the website really nails it. That second step, diagnosis and approval, is absolutely crucial. A true professional will never pick up a tool until they've explained exactly what's wrong, how they're going to fix it, and what it's going to cost. Transparency is just everything. And this is why it pays to be proactive, not reactive. A normal scheduled appointment is one price, but a panicked 2 a.m. the basement is flooding call, yeah, you can expect that rate to double. Easy. Think of it this way. Maintenance isn't a cost. It's an investment to avoid a crisis.
So what if we learned from our little trip to Texas? The whole point of this wasn't just to talk about plumbing in one town. It's about taking these lessons and applying them to your home, wherever you happen to be.
Let's take something super common, like a clogged drain. You know, you can go pour some harsh chemicals down there and maybe it'll work for a little while, but that's just a Band-Aid. A pro comes in with something like a hydrojetter and blasts out the actual cause, like the tree roots that are choking the pipe.
Think of this as your personal how not to get ripped off guide. Rule number 1, get more than one quote, always. Make sure they're licensed and insured. And if anyone gives you a super vague estimate or tries to pressure you into a quick decision, just say no. That itemized invoice, that's your proof. It's your best friend in this whole process.
And really, that's the whole point of all of this. The goal isn't for you to become a master plumber. Nobody expects you to fix a slab leak yourself. The goal is for you to be an informed guardian of your own home, to know what the warning signs look like, and to know how to find someone you can actually trust to fix it. So I'll just leave you with this one thought. That little drip you hear from the faucet at night, that weird rumbling sound the water heater makes, that crazy spike in your water bill, that's not just random noise. Your home is talking to you. It's telling you its secrets. The only real question is, are you listening?